A 72-year-old woman gives birth to a baby, but when her husband looks at the baby, he notices something strange about him. Maria had the kind of ageless spirit that defied her 70 years. Her eyes, shining with a warm twinkle, held a lifetime of stories, laughter, love, and also loss. She wore her silvery mane like a crown, her face lined with the roadmap of her existence, each wrinkle a milestone in her eventful journey. Her husband Jose, a stalwart, amiable man, was the anchor in her life. His own deep-set eyes mirrored a lifetime of shared experiences with Maria. They had weathered storms together, their bond strengthening with each passing year. A gardener by trade, Jose's hands were a testament to his tireless work, hardened by time, but softened by the affection he held for Maria. Their only child, Ana, was a mirror image of Maria in her younger years, vivacious and radiant. She was a successful lawyer in the city, yet her heart was always tethered to her small hometown. Ana had always dreamt of being a mother, wanting to pass on the warmth and wisdom she had received from her parents. But her journey was complicated by health issues, putting her dreams seemingly out of reach. The story begins on a sunny afternoon, with Maria in her flourishing garden, a place of serenity she shared with Jose. With her hands gently tending to the plants, Maria turned to Jose, her face lined with concern. "Jose," she began, her voice a soft murmur against the quiet hum of the afternoon, "we need to do something for Ana." Jose, who was pruning a rose bush, turned to look at Maria. He had seen that look before. It was the look of resolve, the look Maria wore when she was about to embark on a challenging journey. "I know that look, Maria," he said, his voice seasoned with gentle amusement. "What are you thinking?" Maria inhaled deeply, the scent of roses and fresh earth filling her senses. "I think it's time we give Ana what she's always wanted," she replied, her voice thick with emotion. Her declaration hung in the air, leaving Jose to contemplate the magnitude of her words. He was well aware of their daughter's longing to be a mother. But at their age, the idea seemed far-fetched, even impossible. Yet, knowing Maria, he was sure she had a plan, a spark in her eyes signaling the beginning of a new journey. Their conversation was interrupted by the phone's ring. It was Ana, her voice a sweet melody, contrasting the heavy silence that hung over the old couple. Anna's cheerful words filled the room, blissfully unaware of the discussion that had taken place just moments ago. As the day dwindled into twilight, the anticipation of their upcoming journey filled the air. Maria and Jose sat hand in hand, united by love and a shared resolve, ready to change the course of their lives. It was a quiet, beautiful moment, the calm before the storm, the silence before the symphony. As Maria laid in bed that night, she could feel the thumping of her heart against the stillness of the night. Her mind was swirling with thoughts, fears, and hopes for the future. She knew the road ahead would be steeped with difficulties, but she also knew the strength she carried within her. The love for her daughter fueled her determination. Tonight, it was not the end, but the beginning. The beginning of a journey she could hardly anticipate, yet a journey she was ready to embark on. Her last thought before drifting into sleep was of Ana, her heart full of a mother's love and the promise of a hopeful tomorrow. This was the beginning of Maria's quest, a testament to the invincible power of a mother's love, and a journey that would redefine their lives in ways they could never imagine. With the dawning of a new day, Maria was consumed by the weight of her decision. A resolve had been ignited within her, fueled by an intense love for Ana and the innate desire to grant her the joy of motherhood. Maria found herself in the heart of her home, the kitchen. Sunlight streamed through the windows, painting the room with hues of gold. Jose was already seated at the table, engrossed in the newspaper, a mug of steaming coffee beside him. As Maria prepared breakfast, the fragrance of fresh coffee and scrambled eggs filling the room, she grappled with her decision, her mind a whirlwind of questions and doubts. She studied Jose, his face obscured behind the pages of the newspaper, and wondered how he would react. Jose had always been her rock, her steadfast partner through life's turbulences. She anticipated his concerns about her health and age, but knew he'd support her unwaveringly. Gathering her thoughts, she broke the silence. "Jose, I've been thinking," she started, her voice shaky. The room was silent except for the ticking of the clock and the distant chirping of the birds. Jose lowered the newspaper and looked at her with an encouraging smile. "About Ana," Maria continued, her heart pounding. I want to carry her child." The words hung in the air. For a moment, time stood still. Jose's eyes widened, the newspaper forgotten in his hands. Maria studied his face, her hands trembling slightly. Jose was silent, his eyes meeting hers, and for a heartbeat, it was as though they communicated 1,000 unspoken words. "Maria," Jose began, his voice thick with emotion. He put the newspaper aside and moved closer to her. "It's a beautiful thought, and I love you for it. But it's a long and risky road, Maria. You're 70. Maria nodded, acknowledging the gravity of her proposition. But her spirit, toughened by the trials of life, remained resolute. "I know, Jose. But imagine the joy it will bring to Ana, to us. We owe it to her to at least try." The room fell silent again, each of them lost in their thoughts, the ticking clock the only proof of the world outside. Eventually, Jose reached out and gently took her hands. "Maria," he said, his voice softened, "if this is what you want, we'll face it together, like always." The following days were a whirlwind. Jose and Maria prepared themselves for a long journey, full of consultations and numerous medical tests. Maria faced it all with courage, drawing strength from Jose's unwavering support and her unwavering love for Ana. Maria, consumed with this newfound purpose, realized the path she was setting forth was not a well-trodden one. Her age presented a great challenge, but she was determined to overcome it. Each day ended with her holding onto the dream of holding her grandchild, born from her own flesh and blood. As the second chapter of this tale closes, Maria stands on the precipice of a journey that has the potential to rewrite her life and the lives of her loved ones. A journey that is teetering on the edge of the impossible but is fueled by the powerful force of a mother's love. This journey will push Maria beyond her limits, questioning the very essence of her being and her faith in miracles. But every night, Maria falls asleep with a hopeful heart, holding on to the picture of a future where her daughter Ana cradles her child. A future she is willing to fight for, no matter the cost. With the confirmation of her pregnancy, Maria was catapulted into a world that seemed to defy the laws of nature. She was going to be a mother and a grandmother simultaneously. A peculiar notion, but one she embraced wholeheartedly. The news stunned their friends and family. After all, Maria was stepping into uncharted territory, becoming a surrogate at 70. Ana, particularly, was awash with emotions, joy, disbelief, gratitude, and an undercurrent of worry. Still, she recognized her mother's unwavering resolve and chose to support her. Maria's journey into motherhood, or rather grandmotherhood, began anew. Pregnancy, they say, is a roller coaster of emotions and physical transformations, and Maria was no stranger to this. However, facing this journey at 70 presented its unique set of challenges. Her body was not as resilient as it once was. Fatigue came easy, and her back protested often. Morning sickness was a constant companion, and food, which she once loved, became a source of discomfort. However, in the face of physical discomfort and constant worry, the thought of the life growing inside her became a beacon of hope. Maria had embarked on a unique journey, a testament to the unyielding power of love. Each flutter and kick she felt were reminders of the miracle she was a part of, the life she was nurturing. Maria and Jose spent their days in a blend of doctor's appointments, family gatherings, and quiet moments at home. Jose, who had initially voiced his concerns, found himself in awe of Maria's strength and determination. He played his part dutifully, catering to Maria's cravings, helping her up the stairs, and listening to her worries late into the night. Their partnership was a dance perfected by time, full of tenderness and strength. There were numerous discussions about the risks and complexities, and Maria found herself under the constant scrutiny of her healthcare providers. Yet, every ultrasound, every heartbeat echoing in the doctor's office served as a reassurance, a promise of the joy that was to come. Anna, although overjoyed, was fraught with worry for her mother. She grappled with feelings of guilt and elation, a war within her heart. However, in Maria, she found her pillar of strength, her beacon in the storm. In those quiet moments of uncertainty, Maria would place Anna's hands on her swelling belly, letting her feel the stirrings of life within, whispering assurances of a beautiful future. As the third chapter draws to a close, Maria is well into her journey. A journey characterized by strength, resilience, and love. Her world is now dominated by prenatal vitamins, baby clothes, and a ticking countdown to the day she would hold her grandchild in her arms. The risks are significant, and the journey is strenuous, but Maria remains undeterred. She knows she's embarking on a precarious path, but the love she holds for her daughter and her unborn grandchild fuels her determination. She stands strong, weathering the storm, embracing the uncertainty and discomfort, her heart filled with anticipation and hope. As the sun sets each day, Maria retires to her bed, her hand resting on her belly, whispering words of love to the little life inside, promising a world of joy and a family that waits with bated breath. Life, as Maria knew it, was changing. Each day presented her with challenges that she had not anticipated. The trials of her journey were taking their toll, but Maria was a woman of unwavering resolve. Her spirit was undaunted, her determination unwavering. Her body ached in ways she didn't know it could, her breaths came shorter, and she had to muster all her strength to perform everyday tasks. Yet, she persevered, cherishing every moment of this incredible journey. Despite the odds, Maria had become a symbol of strength and determination for her family. Her friends marveled at her resilience, and her family showered her with love and admiration. Her husband, Jose, was her rock. He watched in awe as his wife of many years faced each challenge head-on. Their bond deepened during this journey. Jose would often find himself gazing at Maria in wonder. There was something profoundly inspiring about his wife's strength and determination. He admired her tenacity, her refusal to give up, even when the going got tough. The woman he fell in love with all those years ago was now a beacon of strength, a testament to the unyielding power of a mother's love. Anna, too, was inspired by her mother's strength. She found courage in her mother's resolve, determination in her mother's tenacity. Watching her mother go through this journey was heart-wrenching, but it also filled her with immense gratitude and admiration. She held her mother's hand through every doctor's appointment, she listened to her fears and shared in her joys. She was there for her mother, just like her mother had been there for her. It was a poignant circle of life, a testament to the enduring bond between a mother and her child. Maria's journey was a testament to her strength. Every discomfort, every challenge, was met with courage and determination. She clung to the hope that the life she was nurturing inside her would come to fruition. She held on to the dream of holding her grandchild in her arms, the dream that kept her going through every pain and discomfort. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, Maria's strength never wavered. She weathered every storm, faced every challenge with a steely resolve. She was a woman on a mission, a woman whose love for her child and unborn grandchild gave her the strength to conquer any obstacle. As the fourth chapter closes, Maria's journey continues. She continues to inspire those around her, continues to be a beacon of strength and determination. And with each passing day, she grows closer to realizing her dream. Despite the challenges, despite the discomfort, Maria continues to embrace her journey, her spirit unbroken, her resolve unwavering. She knows that the end of this journey is near, and she holds on to the hope that the life she's been nurturing will soon make its way into the world. The sunsets are more beautiful, the sunrise is more hopeful. Every moment is cherished, every heartbeat a reminder of the miracle she's a part of. Maria knows that the hardest part of her journey is yet to come, but she remains undeterred. She's ready to face whatever comes her way, ready to embrace the joys and challenges of the journey that lies ahead. Maria's journey, which started months ago with a loving offer to her daughter, reached a joyous crescendo. The room was awash with a mixed bag of emotions, apprehension, excitement, fear, and joy. As the beeps on the heart monitor echoed around the sterile room, the long-awaited moment was finally at hand. Jose, with a father's worry etched on his face, paced the floor, whispering hushed prayers. Anna clutched her husband's hand, her heart pounding as she anxiously awaited the sound that would change their lives forever, the first cry of their child. The tension in the room was palpable as the doctors worked with methodical precision, their eyes reflecting their anticipation. Then, the room filled with the wail of a newborn, piercing the silence and bringing tears of joy to all present. The joy was infectious, the relief palpable as the room burst into cheers and applause. Anna broke down into tears, and Jose's eyes welled up as he looked at Maria, who was tired but radiant. She had done it. Despite the odds, Maria had given birth to a healthy baby, realizing her daughter's dream, and her own, of becoming a grandmother. As the baby was cleaned and swaddled, the family looked on in awe. This wasn't just a baby, it was a beacon of hope, a symbol of a grandmother's selfless love. Maria, exhausted but jubilant, finally held her grandchild, her heart overflowing with love and happiness. Every wrinkle on her face seemed to tell a story of courage, of hope, of love, and of the incredible journey she undertook. As Maria cradled the baby in her arms, she felt an indescribable sense of fulfillment. The struggles, the discomforts, the risks, all faded away as she looked into the innocent eyes of her grandchild. Anna, overwhelmed with emotion, watched her mother. This moment was a testament to Maria's resilience, her undying love as a mother and grandmother. Maria had fought against time and nature, bearing the weight of a new life within her, and had gifted Anna something she couldn't achieve on her own, a child. That night, as the hospital ward fell silent, Maria held the tiny bundle in her arms. Her heart filled with gratitude, she whispered a soft lullaby, her voice shaky but filled with love. She was a grandmother, holding her grandchild, a beautiful symbol of her journey of love and determination. The end of this chapter didn't mean the end of Maria's journey. But for now, the challenges and trials seemed insignificant as she reveled in the joy of this precious moment. As Maria looked down at the little life she'd helped bring into the world, she knew that every hardship she had faced was worth this moment. The birth of her grandchild didn't just mark the culmination of her pregnancy, it was the birth of a new chapter in their lives, a chapter filled with hope, love, and the incredible bond between a grandmother and her grandchild. Maria had faced her journey with courage and resilience, and as she held her grandchild in her arms, she knew she was ready for the adventures yet to come. The joy and euphoria that filled their home following the arrival of the newborn started to settle into a gentle rhythm of feedings, diaper changes, and sleepless nights. However, Jose, ever observant and detail-oriented, noticed something unusual. The baby, while in every visible way perfect, didn't seem to respond to sounds. A feeling of dread washed over Jose, but he tried to brush it off, not wanting to worry Maria and Anna unnecessarily. But as the days went by, his suspicion solidified into a gnawing worry. Finally, he shared his fears with Maria and Anna, insisting that they consult a doctor. Despite hoping that Jose's fears were just the result of overworry, they found themselves in the waiting room of a pediatric specialist. A tense silence filled the room as they awaited the results of the battery of tests run on the newborn. When the doctor finally arrived, his grim expression told them all they needed to know before he uttered a single word. The baby, their bundle of joy, was diagnosed with a rare genetic condition, which had resulted in profound deafness. The news hit them like a wrecking ball, leaving them grappling with a whirlpool of emotions, confusion, fear, sorrow, and concern about the future. Maria, despite the shock, immediately switched into problem-solving mode. They had encountered an unexpected hurdle, but she was determined to ensure it didn't stop her grandchild from having a happy, fulfilling life. She researched everything about the condition, reaching out to support groups and therapists. Meanwhile, Jose and Anna grappled with the news in their own ways, Jose with silent worry and Anna with tear-filled nights, holding her baby close, mourning the loss of a future she had imagined for her child. Despite the challenges that lay ahead, Maria rallied them, her voice firm with conviction, "This is not the end. It's a different path than we expected, but it's one we'll walk together. This baby, our baby, will not just survive, but thrive." It was a poignant moment, their love for the child growing stronger, deeper, amidst the struggle. Yes, they had a journey ahead, filled with challenges and hardships. But as they looked at their baby, sleeping peacefully, they felt a surge of resolve. This baby, born out of extraordinary love and a grandmother's courage, was not alone. He had a family that was willing to move mountains for him. And with that determination, they ended the day, stronger and more resolute than before. The taste of victory was still sweet in their mouths, but they now realized the true price it had come at. Yet, the cost didn't make the victory any less worth it. The journey of parenthood and grandparenthood had taken an unexpected turn, and as they stepped into uncharted territory, they held onto the love that had brought them this far. Yes, the road ahead was daunting, but as long as they had each other, they knew they were ready to face anything. The last sentence of this chapter echoes in the room, leaving them in silent agreement. For love, any price is worth paying. The harsh reality of their situation sank in, and their home took on a different rhythm. It was no longer just the humdrum of a newborn baby, but also filled with appointments with specialists, speech therapists, and early intervention sessions. Maria was the cornerstone in all of this. Having faced adversities throughout her life, she stood strong and resolute, not allowing her fears or anxieties to show. She had weathered many storms, and this was another one she would face head-on. Her love for her grandchild surpassed all, and she poured all her energy into ensuring he received all the care and support he needed. With Anna, Maria was a pillar of strength, a comforting presence. Seeing her daughter grapple with her son's diagnosis broke her heart, but she didn't let it break her spirit. Instead, she used it as fuel to help Anna navigate this new path. They spent countless hours learning sign language, determined to give the child a means to communicate. Each small sign from the baby was celebrated as a significant victory. Maria's kitchen now not only smelled of her traditional recipes but also echoed with the sounds of laughter and applause as they rejoiced in each small milestone. Jose, whose observant eye had initiated this whole journey, found his own way of contributing. He converted a portion of his beloved workshop into a sensory room for the baby. His hands, which were used to dealing with wood and nails, now created a world of colors, lights, and textures to stimulate their grandson's other senses. Despite the daunting circumstances, an aura of love, acceptance, and resilience imbued their home. It was Maria's indomitable spirit that encouraged everyone, pushed them forward. She reminded them that their situation was not a catastrophe but a challenge they had to face head-on. And face it they did, with unwavering determination and ceaseless love. In the stillness of the night, as Maria held her grandchild, she whispered to him tales of her life, stories of perseverance, hope, and relentless courage. She promised him that he would never be alone, that his family would always be his strength, his support. And in her arms, the baby seemed to understand, his little fingers curling around hers, as if acknowledging her promise. Their home, their lives, had taken on a new normal. The familiarity of their previous lives had morphed into a new reality, a reality marked by a sense of purpose, love, and unending support. As the chapter closes, we see them all together, the united front, ready to face whatever lies ahead. Their journey had taken an unexpected turn, but it was one they were tackling with relentless determination and unwavering love. As Maria put it, this is our reality, our familiar. And together, we'll conquer it all. The house had changed, and so had Maria. The resilient woman of 72 years, who had been a beacon of strength and unending love, had transformed. This metamorphosis was not merely physical but also profoundly spiritual. Her journey had reshaped her, molding her into an even stronger woman, a testament to endurance and unconditional love. Maria's days were full, but so was her heart. From taking her grandson to his therapy sessions, to sitting down with him to practice sign language or simply holding him close, every moment was precious. Every challenge faced, every hurdle overcome, further strengthened her resolve and deepened her love. Their daily life was a carousel of struggles, challenges, small victories, and immense joy. But the undercurrent of it all was Maria's unwavering faith and boundless strength. Her age seemed to be just a number, eclipsed by her indomitable spirit and determination. In the face of adversity, she was not just a pillar of strength, but a lighthouse guiding her family through stormy seas. Maria's love permeated their home, a constant, comforting presence. She loved with all her heart, giving unconditionally, asking for nothing in return. It was the purest form of love, a love that knew no bounds, a love that healed, nurtured, and gave them the courage to face another day. Their home had become a sanctuary of acceptance and unconditional love. It was a place where laughter resonated, where tears were wiped away, where triumphs, no matter how small, were celebrated, and where each day brought with it a renewed sense of purpose and determination. In this journey, Maria had found more than just a purpose. She had found a renewed sense of fulfillment, a profound joy that resonated in her every action, in her every word. The sight of her grandson's smile, his excited claps when he learned a new sign, these were the moments that made her heart swell with unadulterated joy and gratification. Maria had become a symbol of undying resilience and love, an epitome of perseverance. Her life was a testament to the power of love, the strength of a woman's spirit, and the undying will to overcome adversities. Her family looked up to her, drawing inspiration from her, their love for her deepening with each passing day. As the chapter comes to a close, we see Maria, sitting on her rocking chair, her grandson on her lap. Her hand gently caresses his back, a lullaby escapes her lips, a lullaby of love, hope, and promise. In her heart, she knows that despite the challenges, the journey is worth it, every moment, every hurdle, every joy, and every triumph. Her story does not end here, rather it continues, punctuated with love and fortified with hope. Maria, the matriarch, the woman of unfathomable strength and boundless love, continues her journey, a journey that had brought her fulfillment, and most importantly, had fortified the bond of her family like never before. Did you like this story? Comment below what you think and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.